There is a wire in your home that most people completely ignore. It is not the live wire. Everyone knows the live wire is dangerous. This is the other wire, white in color, and called as neutral wire. Most people assume it is safe. Most electricians treat it casually. And every year people die because of that assumption. The neutral wire in your home carries 120 volts of potential shock risk under certain fault conditions that your circuit breaker will never detect and never stop. In this video, we are going to cover everything about the neutral wire. Why does it exist? What it does every second of every day. Why it looks identical to the earth wire but is completely different. Why touching it can kill you if the return path is broken. And what happens to every appliance in your home the moment it breaks. By the end of this video, you will understand the neutral wire better than most electricians. Let us begin. To understand what the neutral wire does, we first need to understand why it exists at all. And that starts with a simple question. How does electricity actually flow through your home? Electricity needs a complete circuit. It flows out from the source, through the load, and returns to the source. In a battery circuit, this is simple. Positive terminal out, through the bulb and back through the negative terminal. 2 wires in complete circuit. But your home supply is alternating current. The voltage does not stay at a fixed positive. It swings from positive 170 volts to negative 170 volts 60 times every second. The 120 volts you read on a voltmeter is the effective working voltage of this swing, called RMS voltage. It is not a fixed value. It is a continuously changing sine wave. In such a condition, you cannot simply call one wire positive and one wire negative. There are no permanent positive and negative terminals in a C. For this reason, electrical engineers made a deliberate design decision. They connected one wire to earth at the transformer, outside your home. They grounded it, fixed it to 0 volts, made it a stable reference point that never changes. This wire is the neutral wire. The other wire, the live wire, or hot wire, swings between positive and negative 170 volts around this stable neutral reference. The voltage difference between live and neutral at any instant is what drives current through your appliances. The neutral wire carries that current back to the transformer to complete the circuit. This is the entire reason the neutral wire exists. It is the earth-referenced return path that makes a C power delivery stable, measurable, and safe to engineer around. Without a fixed neutral reference point, you could not design a socket, a circuit breaker, or any protection device reliably. But what does the neutral actually do inside your home right now? Let us follow the current. Right now in your home, the neutral wire is working hard. Every appliance that is switched on is sending current through a neutral wire back to your service panel. Your refrigerator, your air conditioner, your phone charger, your television, all of them are returning their current through this single path. The neutral. In a basic 120-volt circuit, the neutral carries exactly the same current as the live wire. Whatever current flows out through the hot wire flows back through the neutral. They are equal and opposite at every moment. But inside your main 120-volt and 240-volt service panel, which is the standard for residential power, a beautiful piece of electrical engineering takes place. Your panel has 2 hot lines, line 1 and line 2. They are 180 degrees out of phase with each other. This means they share a main neutral wire, but instead of their currents adding together, they actually cancel each other out. If line 1 is pulling a load of 20 amperes and line 2 is pulling a load of 20 amperes, they perfectly balance. The main neutral wire carries absolutely no current at all. The neutral wire only ever carries the mathematical difference between the 2 lines. The neutral wire is also the reason your heavy 240-volt appliances work. A dryer motor or heater needs 240 volts, so it connects directly between line 1 and line 2. But that same appliance also has a 120-volt timer circuit and digital control board. These connect between line 1 and the neutral. Both voltages come from the same panel, utilizing the same neutral wire as the return path for the electronics. Because of this, the real hidden danger of the neutral wire is not cumulative overloading. It is a loose or broken connection. Because a neutral wire doesn't have its own circuit breaker protecting it, a loose connection will cause it to arc and overheat silently inside your walls without ever tripping a breaker. Even worse, if a shared neutral wire breaks completely, it destroys the balance. Suddenly, your delicate 120-volt electronics can be hit with a destructive wave of up to 240 volts, frying them instantly. Neutral is not passive. It is not optional. It is the silent balancer of your home's energy. And keeping its connections tight is what keeps your home safe. Here is the mistake that causes more electrical accidents than almost any other. People assume the neutral wire and the earth wire are interchangeable because they connect to the same bus bar inside your main service panel. Both appear to go to the exact same place. Because of this, some homeowners assume they do the same job. They do not. They are fundamentally different in function, and confusing them can be fatal. The neutral wire carries current continuously during normal operation. Every time an appliance is turned on, current flows through the live wire into the device and returns through the neutral wire. The neutral wire is active. It is carrying load current right now. The earth wire carries no current at all under normal conditions. Its entire purpose is to provide an emergency escape path for fault current if something goes wrong inside an appliance. If a live wire inside a toaster breaks and touches the metal outer casing, the earth wire carries that dangerous fault current safely away. This massive spike in current trips the circuit breaker before anyone can touch the toaster and receive a shock. Inside your main panel, the neutral and earth are connected together at just one specific point called the main bonding jumper. This is the only place they are allowed to join. This connection is made at the main service panel and absolutely nowhere else. In every subpanel, in every outlet, and in every appliance, they must remain completely separate. Now here is why confusing them is fatal. If you connect the neutral and earth wires together at a subpanel or at an outlet, you create a parallel path. The earth wire in that circuit becomes energized with return neutral current. When this happens, the metal chassis of every appliance on that circuit, which you assumed was safely grounded, is now carrying live return electricity. Anyone touching that metal casing provides a path to the floor. Current flows directly through their body and electrocution occurs. Both wires connect back to the panel, but one carries current all the time and the other should never carry current unless there is an emergency. Never confuse them. And now let us get to the question that many people asked after seeing our last short video. If the neutral wire sits at 0 volts, how does it actually kill? The answer is simple. Neutral is at 0 volts only when everything is working perfectly. There are 3 specific conditions that raise the neutral wire voltage to dangerous and even lethal levels. All 3 of these are common enough to happen in any home. The first condition is a loose neutral connection. Every electrical connection has a tiny amount of resistance. A loose or corroded neutral joint has much higher resistance than it should. When return current flows through this high resistance path, Ohm's law takes over. Current multiplied by resistance equals voltage. Because of that bad connection, a real and dangerous voltage drop is created across the joint. In this condition, your neutral wire is no longer at 0 volts. It rises to 10, 20, or even 30 volts above ground. Touching a neutral wire under these conditions is absolutely not safe. The second condition is a broken neutral in a standard residential service. Your home has 2 live wires sharing one neutral path. When the main neutral wire between the transformer outside and your panel breaks completely, something catastrophic happens. The neutral point is no longer held safely at 0 volts by the transformer connection. Instead, it floats to a completely new voltage, determined by whatever appliances happen to be turned on at that moment. In this exact situation, one group of circuits may spike up to 170 volts, while another group drops down to 70 volts. Appliances on the high voltage side burn out instantly. Appliances on the low side stop working. Most importantly, the neutral wire in your home is now sitting at a hazardous voltage that changes from moment to moment. Touching it delivers a severe shock. The third condition is reversed polarity. This is a wiring mistake where the live wire and the neutral wire are connected backward at an outlet. It is far more common than anyone admits. In this scenario, the neutral terminal on that outlet is actually connected directly to the 120-volt live wire inside the wall. The outlet still functions. Everything you plug into it appears to work perfectly. But the neutral slot is now sitting at a full 120 volts. Anyone inserting a plug who accidentally touches the neutral prong receives a full voltage shock. 0 volts on a neutral wire is never guaranteed. It is a temporary condition that depends entirely on correct installation, tight connections, and an intact copper path. Take away just one of those factors, and the neutral wire becomes incredibly dangerous. When the neutral wire breaks between the transformer and your service panel, the results are immediate and destructive. This is called a lost neutral or an open neutral condition, and it is one of the most dangerous faults in a residential electrical system. Your home relies on two live lines, line 1 and line 2. They are 180 degrees apart in phase. Between either line and the neutral path, you get 120 volts. Between line 1 and line 2, you get 240 volts. This whole balance depends entirely on the neutral wire, holding both live lines at exactly 120 volts each with respect to the ground. When that neutral breaks, the two sides of your home are no longer split safely at 120 volts each. Instead, they form a single continuous series circuit across the full 240 volts. In this situation, the voltage on each side is no longer controlled by the utility transformer. It is determined entirely by the mix of appliances connected to each side at that exact moment. Large appliances with high power demands cause the voltage on their side to drop, while small, delicate electronics cause the voltage on their side to skyrocket. For example, if your television and phone chargers are running on line 1, and your heavy refrigerator compressor kicks on line 2, the voltage on line 1 could easily rise to 180 or 190 volts. Every 120-volt appliance on that side suddenly receives nearly double its rated voltage. Televisions, computers, LED lights, and smart devices will burn out within seconds. At the exact same time, the refrigerator on line 2 receives only 50 or 60 volts. The motor struggles to start and begins to overheat from undervoltage starvation. This is why a broken neutral is one of the few electrical faults that can destroy almost every appliance in your home simultaneously without ever tripping a single circuit breaker. Standard circuit breakers only protect against too much current flowing at once. A broken neutral causes severe overvoltage while keeping the current levels completely normal. No standard protective device inside your panel will stop it, and it can happen at any moment at the overhead connection where the utility line attaches to your house. Here is a rule that is written into every electrical code across the globe. Never place a switch or a fuse in the neutral wire. Never. Not for any reason. Not even if it seems logical. Most people assume that if you switch off the neutral path, the appliance is turned off and is therefore safe. This assumption is completely wrong, and here is exactly why. When you open a switch in the neutral wire, the return path for the electricity is broken. No current flows. The appliance stops working and it appears to be turned off. However, the live wire is still connected to every internal component, every terminal, and every circuit board inside that appliance. The full 120 volts is still present on everything inside the device. The device is fully energized. It is simply not completing its circuit. In this condition, anyone who opens the appliance for repair, replaces an internal component, or touches any internal metal part will complete the circuit through their body to the ground. They will receive a full 120-volt shock, even though the appliance appeared completely off and was not running at all. A fuse in the neutral wire creates exactly the exact same hazard. When a neutral fuse blows, the appliance stops. The homeowner or repair technician assumes it is safe because nothing is running. They open the device up. Live voltage is present everywhere inside. The fuse protected nothing. It simply created a hidden live appliance that appears completely dead. Switches and fuses must always be placed in the live wire only. This is not a suggestion. It is a fundamental safety principle based on this exact danger. Switching the live wire removes the voltage source from the appliance entirely. Switching the neutral removes only the return path, leaving the full voltage trapped inside. There is one final thing to take from this video. Let us close with the complete picture in 60 seconds. The neutral wire exists because alternating current voltage needs a stable, earth-referenced return path. Without it, you cannot design a reliable protection system. Your home uses 120 volts from live to neutral, and 240 volts from line 1 to line 2. Instead of stacking up, the return currents from opposite lines actually cancel each other out on their way back to the panel. The neutral wire and the earth wire are absolutely not the same thing. Neutral carries current all the time. Earth carries current only during a dangerous fault. They connect together only at the main service panel. Connecting them anywhere else energizes the earth conductor, making every metal appliance casing in that circuit a severe shock hazard. The neutral wire is supposed to sit at 0 volts, but hidden faults can instantly make it lethal. A loose connection raises the neutral voltage well above zero through a resistance voltage drop. A broken neutral floats to completely unpredictable voltages, destroying your appliances without ever tripping a breaker. Reversed polarity puts a full 120 volts directly onto the wider neutral slot of your outlet. A broken neutral is the most dangerous common fault in a residential power system. It causes severe overvoltage on one side of your home and undervoltage on the other. It destroys delicate electronics instantly, and no standard circuit breaker between the utility transformer and your panel will stop it. Finally, never place a switch or a fuse in the neutral wire. Switching the neutral wire removes only the return path, leaving the full live voltage trapped inside the appliance. Anyone touching the internal components will receive a full shock from a device that appears to be completely turned off. Remember this one critical rule. The neutral wire is not the safe wire. It is simply the wire that everyone assumes is safe. That single assumption has taken lives. Treat the neutral wire with the exact same respect you give to a live wire. It deserves every bit of it. If you are curious to learn why things are the way they are, subscribe to Zenthral Code and keep discovering.